Good morning, you guys. How are you? I'm so happy to be here with you again today. Making a good run for it, making a good stretch. Hope you're doing well. This is a general reading. Please take what resonates and ditch what doesn't. This is going to be the no contact, no communication, no to low communication. If the contact or the communication is lower than you would like, you're in the right place. Again, this is a general reading. Take what resonates, ditch what doesn't. I do have personal readings available at claryberry.com. What do we get first up? Prosperity lies ahead. New moon in Taurus. Wow. You guys, that's crazy. That is crazy. Because after we're done with our moon in Pisces, we're going to go into Aries, and then we're going to go into Taurus, and then it's going to be our new moon. So that's just days away, not even a week away. We're going to have our moon in Taurus. So again, just as our new moon in Aries last time was very important, I think that this is also, because when it hits on the head like that, I think it really means something. So it's going to be a very Taurusy moon, you know. And we will talk about that more and more. But, you know, people are going to be grounded, coming back to their bodies, especially, you know, after the Pisces moon, and even with the moon in Aries, you know, sometimes people are just all like totally, completely surrendered to their motivation and don't just forget to be. And so it's going to be very still, you know, just be and just enjoy yourself and just listen to what your body is telling you, sort of a thing for this new moon next week. Okay. Courage. Be courageous and stand up for your beliefs. Love it. I'm getting to take another one here. Okay. So we're going to do it. We're going to do it. We got courage, be courageous and stand up for your beliefs, and prosperity lies ahead. Okay. Oh, pretty colors here. Clear your space. Yeah. Get rid of clutter, clear the energy around you, and use feng shui. What I'm getting here is the sense that we need to dive into this full moon early. Okay, dive into this full moon. We have some earthy energy here. That'll be interesting to see how that plays out for the rest of the reading. Okay, let's jump right in and see what's been going on lately. We're going to take 4 on the top. Okay, we got 6 of Cups. We've been getting that. We've also been getting the Wheel of Fortune, even on the deck, and the Queen of Swords last time, and the Devil. These are all cards that we had lately. So experience a lot of energy. I would go rewatch videos in the recent past, like literally 2 or 3 videos, I believe. Okay, I've been doing a lot of videos lately, but yeah. So the focus here is on the love and the romance and the sex, and it's kind of something about it might be overbearing right now. Okay, again, you might be pushing it away, even though you're trying to hold it so close. You're trying to do too much. You're trying to go too far. Okay, there's a lot up in the air right now. You know, we talked about this. That wheel is spinning. Where's it going to go? We have to understand that how we act affects what is going to happen. How we act, what we infuse our actions with, and what makes us do things, you know? Sometimes we're like, oh, I don't even know why I did that, you know? Or that was the worst idea. I'm so mad at myself for even thinking that was a good idea, you know? Like these sorts of energies. This whole thing is kind of about clearing them out, you know? And it's kind of about regaining this trust in yourself. I'm getting like, you know, you did something at some point and you doubted yourself, you know, and it made you doubt if you were strong, if you were connected, if you were smart, if you were courageous, you know. And now you're kind of regaining this sense of, heck yeah, I am. Like, no doubt about that. Even in the little things here, you know, we are showing who we are. Okay. So again, with every feeling, with every thought, with every emotion that you feel about your person, make sure it's positive. Make sure that it's positive. And if it's not, and if it's truly because of your person, step back. Don't be afraid to have that strength moment. Okay? Don't be afraid to stand up on your own. You can't just be a yes person, you know, the whole time for your person, just because, you know, I mean, you can't let them walk all over you, and you give an inch, they'll take a mile. I'm not talking bad about your person. That's a human trait. So, you know, by by putting yourself first. In a way here, you're putting the love first. It might be a different way of doing things, but that's why, different things are going to be happening. And that's exactly what we need. Okay? So again, just watch out for that overbearing, almost codependent type of, I need you to, do this, talk, da-da-da-da-da. Like, focus on your own stuff rather than chasing sort of idea here. Okay? It's almost like let them chase you. Don't worry so much if there's a lack of communication right now. Don't worry about it. Don't make it more than it is. Don't make it more than it is. Get into your deeper intuition. This is, this is our queen. This is our psychic side. This is knowing, believing, having the right thoughts so that you can cover all of your many, many bases, right? You've been here before, you've done this before, you're growing to a level that is really reaching some heights, and in doing that, you may be dealing with some really, you may be getting into some deeper things, especially if you've done some shadow work, you started to do it, you've done it on a few things, and now you're getting into deeper something because something keeps popping up. Well, that is taking you into inner child healing. So do not be afraid of that. And that is what we're letting go here. Okay, is these beliefs that have been built. I'm getting there's definitely a belief about love, a belief about your ability or your worthiness to receive love. There's a blockage there that is basically, we're able to dissolve things like that. We're able to totally change. When we change the way we think, when we start out with that, you can really create, I don't want to say do some damage, but you can really switch things up really, really fast. And you can let go of things that have been plaguing you for decades, literally. Okay? Maybe not precisely literally. But what I'm seeing here is, like I said, it's pretty good, it feels weird, it's like, what's happening? I don't know what's happening, and it's easy to get into that negativity, but I think by addressing it, we're able to really, finally dust it off. It's like that dust energy that's been sitting there for a week, and you haven't even cleaned it up yet. Go clean it up once and for all. Let's get this stuff taken care of. And with the shadow work, we do that. Okay. And then again, to the deeper inner child healing, we do that. Find out about all of that and the inner child healing. And the abundant holistic law of attraction. Find out about all of that on a video program, 30 videos long at claryberry.com. I also have shadow work playlist and a law of attraction playlist. Okay. So what we have going on, kind of more into, these are all in reverse. So go very important, and the focus here. Okay, and we had this, we've been getting these exact same cards. I'm not sure if this one came up yesterday, but all of these came up yesterday. Okay, so we're really going to dive into this here. Okay, so we have obviously a way, that we operate, and things that we focus on and that we look at when we make our decisions. Okay, but is it totally in the right place here? Is it looking at the right direction? Are you paying attention? Like, are you just acting because the same thing you've always done? Or are you just acting out of, again, there may be some lower vibrational, like energy coming through and trying to kind of almost block the spiritual growth. But again, if we're focused, we can overcome our ego. Our ego is nothing to be afraid of. Okay? And working on the now, like the moment, every day. Just, it's kind of about not overextending ourselves, not thinking that we always have to be working too hard. Like part of this is, a lot of other countries don't, they don't work as much, and a lot of progressive companies too, and even in America, they just, you get a break, and this is kind of about enjoying that and capitalizing on that by getting back in touch with your emotions. We have to be able to control when a negative thought comes around. You have to have it all worked out to a certain extent. But really, a lot of this work and stuff is just seeing the truth. It's seeing right through what is going on. It's kind of this, I've been here before, done this before energy. Okay? But don't let the past taint everything too much. We don't want to focus on that. Again, we want to focus on the now. Focus on the now and the future, and not, any sort of, pain and suffering, in the past. Obviously, that's never a good plan. What is growing is right behind your back. You have a beautiful new beginning going on that you're not even paying attention to, and you need to pay attention to more. And that's the healing side, and the growth and the helping, all of this. Again, this learning how to do the shadow work is something you can do on a daily basis to keep yourself on track. And the inner child healing, again, can clear out so much deep negativity that got stuck to you, and your energies, your mental, your emotional, just the way that you're acting, even your bad habits, can be broken. But you have to start kind of with this whole holistic law of attraction. Okay, you have to have the courage to just jump right in and do it. Okay, and it will be a prosperous endeavor. It will be a prosperous endeavor. And this is what the new moon is going to be about for you. I think you're going to be really making a lot of progress over this new moon. Okay, so again, it's about starting new things. It's about making sure you've already cut away what needs to be cut away before we move into this more of a new beginning. Okay, and this new beginning is definitely, I think it has kind of that big story, like that, almost that movie story. Like this is your drama and your separation and your no contact right now is almost making both sides realize how much they do love each other even more. And again, it's one of those things that, yes, it makes the story dramatic, but again, don't latch onto that dramatic. Don't be saying mantras about this drama always has to happen. Again, if we're going to start acting in new ways, we really have to start believing and thinking in new ways as well. Okay, what you expect really does mess with everything in a quantum physics type of way, So it's not only clear your space and your energy in your room, but clear your energy, your space, like, do the smudging, do the breathing, do the feng shui, do the qigong, do the yoga, do the dancing, go for a walk, go for a run, get that energy up. You know what I'm talking about? Mood boosters on the playlist here on the Twin Flames Talks playlist. Okay, you may be waiting a little bit. You may be still emotionally haven't made enough progress. Okay, so that's why I'm really recommending blending into the shadow work. Do the shadow work enough. And again, I explain all the details about it on my playlist and also in the program for more information. But it will really, 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 really help you to be true to yourself and honest with yourself and to your partner as well. And there's just this long haul energy. There's this like, I'll totally wait for you no matter what, no matter what has gone on. And this is not, I don't want there to be any kind of abusive, vibe, because if there is abuse, it is not a twin flame. And I used to say that all the time, and I just kind of assume people know, so I don't really say it as much anymore. But, that's how you know the difference. Like, a twin flame is not abusive. And if your person's verbally abusive or mentally or, physically, obviously, then it's not a twin flame situation. That, you can still use this advice to go within and get better, to get yourself more in union. It doesn't matter really if you even have a twin flame. To do this work, you're going to be closer to bring your twin flame to you, because everybody has one. Okay, so again, prosperity lies ahead. There's this love that lies ahead, but we don't want to force it. We don't want to force it right now. We kind of have to let it let the chips land where they may. We kind of have to allow some energy to work itself out here. And we have to get further away from something in the past that we might do or have done. And it's okay to heal. That's the idea here, is to go ahead and work on yourself and keep busy and focus on what you want, focus on what makes you happy, focus on what makes you unique, and stay connected to your higher power here. Okay. Stay connected to that higher power and just work with the energy. You know, if you're feeling bad, that's a sign. And that's when you swoop in and use the shadow work. Anytime you're feeling bad, anytime you get mad, anytime you get sad, anytime you're anything but glad, you know what I mean? Like, you just do, anything's bugging you, the slightest, you know, you take care of it. Take care of stuff, again, before it gets big. And I think there's a big energy towards, there's going to be a change. There's going to be this different, like, I've changed, you've changed, everything's changed. So now we're starting to kind of have this pull, you know, towards this long term. And I don't know if we realize how much our feelings now create the future. You know, that's just kind of what's going on. So I'm going to look at blockages. We're going to take 3. Okay. So possibly we are manifesting things that don't really work. We're not paying close enough attention to our manifestation process. Okay. Or we're using it in possibly a wrong way. So we need to flip the switch. Again, it's kind of about, a lot of this is about staying humble and making sure that, you know, you're not expecting too much from people, making sure, you know, just that if God forbid, you know, if somebody was gone, what would you want to have at least tried to say to them, you know, beforehand? How could you at least let them know, you know, just even that there as a friend energy tends to come up a lot lately. Okay. But don't think of it just as that, because it's not about what's on the surface level. The communication is after. What's really important is what's within. And that's why it's the feelings so much here. The feelings really are pushing the actions, you know. And if we have a temper, if we have a ego, you know, that's because of our inner, you know, our emotions. There's something in there, you know, things can get in our emotional field and basically block us. And that's the work we have to do. That's the shadow work we have to do. That is our kind of like our cross to bear here. Okay. But when you do it, you learn so much and you grow so much. And again, it flips the switch and you see things in a brand new way. And you're able to manifest what you actually want instead of out of fear, getting to see what you don't want. Okay. And again, that's going to bring the love and the romance, you know, and kind of break down those walls and be there. You know, this is about being there. You know, you may feel like you're waiting, but isn't that romantic story to wait for somebody? Isn't that beautiful? Doesn't this show deep down, you know, how true the love really is? And it's all a story. It's all a story. So enjoy it. It's all a journey. But there's lessons embedded along the way, just like any good book, right? So we need to stay open, stay really open-minded here to just, especially in this age of Aquarius, you know, we have our Mars in Aquarius. So we're wanting to see new things, do new things, see things in new ways. It might just be people getting tired of being quarantined, but you know, it is what you make of it. Absolutely. It is what you make of it. Some people are thriving. Well, you know, there's types for that, but we want to be thriving at least in some ways. You know, we don't all have to be having a clean, organized house head to toe, you know, if that's not what we want. Not to say that's a bad thing. But again, the focus, if the focus is on the relationship, the focus needs to be on the healing, point blank. Please hear that. Okay? Because for the love and the bond to really manifest here where you really want it to, you've got to get to a deeper level, and you've got to get more in alignment with what the spiritual understanding is of this love. Okay, we've got to open ourselves up a lot, really, again, be open-minded. Again, even in our weight, you know, it's kind of like no judgment, you know, no judgment on the way things are unfolding in this movie. But you're still, even though you may not have felt very much in control about the past, that doesn't mean you can't start, you know, to change the future. So you have to have this clear, you know, now that I'm doing this, now that I'm doing the holistic law of attraction, now it's different now. Transitional mantras, you know, now that I have this, now that I'm doing it this way, now that I'm taking advantage, of all of my energy, the understanding of all of my different types of energy here, my mental, my emotional, my physical, and my habits over time put together, focused on the same thing, the same goal. The actions have to match the inner. A lot of people walk around and they just do what they're told on the outside, what they've always been told, what other people have expected of them, and they don't do what they want. And that can be very dangerous. But there's balances on the other hand too, where people just do what they want and they don't care. We have to work that out. We have to balance that out. And through love, we can actually transmute again all of that kind of selfish energy. We just have to, again, kind of have that courage, and we have to keep on doing it for ourselves in our own space. Okay. This is, again, not just about moving things around in your room and organizing things and getting rid of things. This is about your energy field and how it is affecting others, how you are interacting with the universe. And again, if you follow your bliss, if you follow what you really want to be doing on a deep, open, I'm talking about after you've meditated and maybe after you've done some of this work and now you're feeling emotionally cleared, emotionally better, you're risen. And that can help you get over problems, if they arise. And that'll help you be able to have, more of that actual passionate, actions happening in your life with your person. Okay. But we have to go within, and we have to kind of figure it out. We have to flip the switch again, to see things in that new way, and to understand how we are so involved in creating our futures and creating our karma and creating what happens to us. And again, a lot of it right now is in the emotions. So if you can, again, go deep with the shadow work and go see what's bugging you over and over again. What if there's memories of the past that come up, and then that's how you kind of, again, transition into the inner child healing. Again, it's all in my program at claryberry.com. Okay, I'm going to go back to this one, and we're going to do solutions. Okay, so what we need to specifically focus on. Wait, did we even do blocks? This might be longer. I don't know. I kind of did a little bit differently today, but we're going to do 2 blocks, 3 solutions. Okay, and we got the Chariot. So right away, shadow work coming through on this, but let's go through it. Excuse me, I'll get a little sip here. Okay, so the new beginning is almost stunned us. It is literally almost floored us, and we're changing in ways. We're changing what we're doing. Literally, I'm getting divine masculine, maybe divine feminine as well. Just, again, their life is totally different. What they're doing is totally different. And of course, with everything that's going on, it's a lot. It's a lot of change. It's a lot of adjustment. It might be a little bit of stress, but there also might be this, okay, now things are definitely going to change. Like now it's kind of like this promise of real change. It's like something's helping you out, maybe kick a bad habit or something. It's almost like that energy. Okay. The more awake, the more aware we are with this. Okay. So there might be, again, some kind of almost like a plateau, like being stuck in between the change, in between two energies. But a lot of it is just, it's like, this is kind of overwhelming, and it might be catching up. The emotions might be a little dark here, might be a little, it might go back and forth. You want to change so bad. And I don't know, there might be a real duality to what you're trying to do, and in some ways you might feel stuck. You may go back and forth, again, there's kind of this manic, like, I don't know what, one things are good and 1 minute things are not so great. And I just throw my hands up and I don't know what to do, and again, it's getting caught in this kind of frustratedness, but remembering that any kind of frustration is going to amplify that and bring more frustration to you. So we got to make sure that the vibe we're putting off when we do our chores, when we do our work, when we talk to our people, when we do anything that we're doing all day, anything that we're doing, anything that's worth doing, you want to really, again, kind of make sure that it's still able to come along. It's almost like that death card we've been getting a lot of. Do we really want to bring this along, or is this going to be dead weight for our journey because we're going somewhere new? We're going somewhere new. Do we want to still do that? Let's get it together. Let's get a little bit higher, a little bit deeper, a little bit higher here. Let's put it together. Put the pieces together. It's almost like pull yourself out of this. Shine the light on the dark situation. Okay? So, and how do we do that? Well, there's a stability, there's a logic, obviously, again, a lot of us kind of homebound and not in the way that we necessarily would have always wanted to be. Okay. But focusing on, the logical sides of your life, just making sure again that your ducks are in order. Okay. The things that you're working on, staying busy. This is really about doing the right thing for other people. It's fighting for others, not just fighting for yourself. This is a very, this is a very noble thing to do, whether it's just activism, slacktivism, as I like to say on the internet, or sharing of understanding, writing, could be speaking, could just be acting, again, like donating any kind of charity, again, or just spreading real information. I'm getting that there's a real give back here that is the focus. And when you focus on something positive that is not your person, if you're frustrated with your person, you're here, you're waiting for your person. Why can't they see like I can, right? Okay, where are they? It's there. They love you, but you're not seeing. And remember, that's because last week, you were in a negative situation. So give it a little time after you do the work as well. Okay, you do the work and you got to wait a little bit. Okay. And again, don't necessarily wait out in the cold. Again, get busy. We got these wands. We got so many wands. And it's almost like I'm coming through as this is the last hurrah, of the sun in Aries that we have. Because as our moon is in Pisces right now, right, our sun is actually right, let's see, on Sunday, our sun is going to go into Taurus. And we're not going to be in Aries anymore. So I think there's a focus, again, on what our drive is, what we're doing here. Okay. And again, it's kind of being open-minded. This may be a new drive. This may be a new, what's the word? Like, not exhibit or exhibition, enterprise, like a new enterprise for you, right? A new sort of topic, maybe that, again, you're, in a club or a book club and you're talking about these ideas, or you're sharing this healing energy, or, you're just plain old helping people. And that is kind of I think that's a really good focus here, right? Okay. That's a good focus to kind of take your energy off of something that might go negative. You don't want to ruminate. You don't want to obsess over your person too much right now. Instead, and again, go to the Twin Flames Talks playlist and check out the most recent video that I did there. It was on Twin Flames communication. I need to put that in the description box below because that's an important video as well that I know a lot of people have not seen yet because it went up kind of stealth mode just the other day. So again, check out the Twin Flames Talks playlist, the Shadow Work playlist. Go through all of the playlists. It's going to bring you closer to union. And then you can get the program after you've learned so much and you realize how it works. You'll get the program at claireberry.com. Okay, but for now, again, go to the playlist. Okay, because you've got to make your home. It's almost like I'm getting the feeling that there might be this pull towards mission. You might be building a business of some sort. You might be building a service. You might be building a client base or something that's going to help you in the future that you don't even know about. By helping people, by opening up, and I'm not saying to have like backwards, or ulterior motives in your business. I'm just saying that helping people and again, focusing on something outside of yourself, okay, to help complete something, to help somebody else is gonna be really good for you right now. Again, to kind of not be so obsessive over your person. You got to obsess over your own life, obsess over somebody else's life, And again, one thing that we can really do is also, again, the shadow work is so important. And I've been talking lately about the connection between the shadow work and the law of attraction. And that's coming through in this video again as well. When you start to use these practices simultaneously, your life changes. Literally, your life changes. And they're both so simple. Okay, we're not I mean, really, we're not adding a lot to the law of attraction. You already probably are familiar. You probably have a good framework. And if not, we need to build that. Just learn and learn and learn and learn and learn. And stay committed to your ideals and your goals. You probably have maybe switched up some of your goals, or in the process of, again, kind of re-identifying with what we want. Because again, our Mars has been in Aquarius, right? Even our Venus has been in Gemini. These are airy signs. You know, we've been having a lot of ideas, a lot of different understandings, a lot of tossing around theories, you know, is what I'm getting here. And that can be good. But, you know, it can also be exhausting, and just we just want to figure things out. You know, we just want to get it sometimes taken care of, and kind of, again, doing the work, and again, making sure you're not ruminating, you're not stuck, you're not constantly reacting to your person, you're not expecting anything out of your person. Again, check out that Twin Flames Talks playlist and check out the communication if you want to really learn how to speak to your person and how to text with your person, and what just the vibe that you want to have here, because that's kind of important, how you act and what you say. Again, it's all the culmination of what you've been thinking, what you've been feeling. So you really have to combine it all. It's got to be holistic. Okay. And again, that combination of that shadow work, wow, shadow work is powerful on its own. It can really flip the switch and change in a lot of ways. And it needs, you know, you need to stay open. You need to know yourself. You need to do enough practice with it that it changes you, basically. And that's part of clearing your space. Okay, that's part of prosperity lies ahead. Look at these beautiful colors. Okay, it may not feel like spring is coming, spring is here. I don't know, it's been cold here, but today is beautiful. And I'm so thankful for that. I'm going to be outside a lot today. And, you know, this is about this renewal, and it's kind of this spring colors and this spring energy, and getting rid of clutter, clear the energy around you, and use feng shui. I love it. I absolutely love it. I really hope you guys got something great out of this video. I mean, it's clear as day. You know, be logical, be smart, do the shadow work. The shadow work is logical. It is smart. It is coming up, you know, in every single reading lately. And it's how, excuse me, it's how we are rising to the next level and learning our lesson that's going to take us higher. Okay? We've got to get the good. We've got to act in accordance with our beliefs and our emotions and our thoughts. It's all got to be, again, going in the right direction, going in for the same goal, right? And clear out the old energy. That's how we do that. Once we clear out the old energy, there's nothing in our way. There's nothing in our way at this next level, and we can really make wonderful things happen. Okay? The law of attraction. Okay, guys, that's it. Much love, many blessings. Take care. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment. Meet up with me all over social media. Links are at the description box. Well, they're at claryberry.com. All the links, you can just click on them there if you can't find me, like at Pinterest or whatever. So yeah, be sure to connect, say hi, love to chat. Hope you guys have a great day. I'll probably be back later on today with another video, but I'm not sure. Celebrating the old Sabbath today. So again, lots of rest, relaxation, meditation, and might do some board games and stuff with the kids. It's going to be a great day. Sending you, again, much love and many, many blessings of healing, love, understanding, peace, happiness, and connection with God. Peace. Bye.